Stoicism. Okay, forgive my English.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No worries.
let's talk about that. How did that affect your life, or that kind of mindset? Because
Yeah.
you said you were very much focused on the hustle part, right? And then during the pandemic, something shifted.
Yeah, 100%. I think the pandemic was, and this is probably cliche, and everyone said this, but it was definitely an integral part of my life. The pandemic, it helped me find myself. But no, the pandemic was horrible, just hell. It was horrible. It was the worst thing that ever happened. One of the worst things that ever happened, because it was like everyone as a collective suffered together, and I think that it kept going, right? They say, oh, we're going to open up, and then it wouldn't open
Especially
up.
here, it went for almost
It was
2 years.
crazy.
Yeah, it's like
You
teasing
couldn't
the
even
carrot.
go outside for a run.
Yeah. It was like teasing the carrot and then throwing it away. It was like, just fucking tell me if I can stay here or not, right? So the pandemic really opened our eyes to a different world. It also made my addiction to the internet more and more intense, because I got used to spending days being mindlessly numbed by
scrolling,
meaningless entertainment, which before I would never have done. And it took me a few years to get, like 2022 even, it took me a while to get off that addiction of just like mindlessly watching Netflix for hours and stuff like that. But yeah, stoicism in what I was saying is, I'm not a very stoic person personally. I'm a very emotionally exaggerative person, because I'm Irish, and I'm also very energetic sometimes. So if I'm on a mountain, I'll be like, fuck, Jesus Christ. Fuck, shit, fuck. But what I mean by stoicism is just like, in life, you're going to go through fucked up things. You're going to go through hardship to do anything. And you learn from them, right? And through that learning, you kind of realize the importance and value of real things in life. Sometimes you think this is the thing that's the gold diamond that you're going to look for in life, but then really it was all beside you all along. It's so cliche, but it's true. It's all about the things you learn along the way. So,
Have you ever been depressed in life?
oh yeah, I used to suffer from depression when I was a teenager. I used to take Prozac and stuff like that. But I honestly don't know if that was actually depression, because back then in Ireland, a psychologist would look at you and just give you pills.
Just give you,
Just tell you.
Yeah.
Depressed.
But how did you overcome it then? Do you remember?
Yeah, 16 I was. I overcame it probably through I think I was just a teenager.
Yeah. Going through the motions.
Teenagers are all depressed or weird.
Hormones.
We're all fucking idiots.
There's something that's not right.
And then some stupid psychologist who reads a book all the time in the 90s or the 2000s goes, he's depressed, give him Prozac. Because back then they just gave you pills for everything.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had depression. Not saying that it isn't real. Of course, serotonin levels dip and people need to take medication. But I don't know. I've had times where I'm sad in life. I had times where I'm happy. I don't think you have to be happy all the time. That's another thing that everyone has
Exactly,
to
yeah.
chase.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if you're running a marathon or if you're working out in the gym for the first time ever, right? Are you happy? You fucking hate it. Like, this is so boring, and I'm intimidated by all these big guys. I don't want to do the weights and the lifting. But then you like it after. You feel good. And then if you keep going, it becomes addictive.
Yeah.
And that consistent basis of working on this project of building your body and being healthy, it isn't enjoyable in the moment. Running a marathon is fucking hell. It's horrible.
True.
But looking back on it in hindsight, it's good,
Yeah.
right? And I think it's a good analogy for life, because you're not meant to be happy all the time. And we're trying to be sold that if you want to be happy, you have to like wear the new shoes and match the same cars.
Especially right now, the whole narrative of you need to be happy.
Yeah.
Everybody has fallen into this narrative that happiness is the only thing that's important. How is that even possible?
Yeah,
like
because
you
we
talked about the marathon.
Yeah.
So you have to go through pain to experience the happiness in the end, or the pride, or
Genuine
the joy
happiness. Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
At some brief moment.
Yeah.
How long does that last? Like,
Yeah.
the pride lasts. Okay, I ran a marathon and everything.
Yeah.
The happiness lasts for how long? I
Yeah.
don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, oh shit, I did a marathon. You tell to your friends, you're proud of it, you post about it and everything. After that, it's done.
Yeah.
And then you have to go through pain again.
Yeah.
Train and everything.
And actually, I think physical fitness and the journey of bettering oneself in that way is actually the perfect analogy for life, because like you're not meant to be happy like doing things. It's supposed to be tough, and then when you get and achieve your goal, you end up with long-term contentment, and sometimes that's better than just being happy. Base level instincts, you can be happy. I'm happy going out getting drunk. I'm happy physically, but you're gonna feel like crap after, right? base level instincts aren't a thing. Instant gratification, delaying that to succeed can better you in the long run to contentment, right? And having good people around you, friends and family. I think that's vital. And that's what I love about the Philippines. Like here, family is so important. And that to me is like very important. Family and friends.
Yeah.
You know,
Relationships can really
Yeah.
destroy you.
Yeah.
If you have like bad friends or
Yeah.
a bad circle that you're not fully aware of,
Yeah.
because sometimes you're
Yeah,
not
you will
aware
never
of it.
know.
Yeah.
You won't even know.
And
right?
Most
then
of
you
the
find
time
out-
for us, it was
yeah,
like that.
find out at some
Yeah.
point, right? That can really put you in a bad place in life.
Yeah, yeah. And it can also put you down the wrong track. Like you don't know if you have bad friends, you don't know if they're bad influences. No one can tell you because they're your circle, right? So it really takes a while to get out of that mind frame. And even like that's why, as I said, like when I leave for another country or I get outside my bubble and see, that's why I like traveling. Because when you leave for a couple of months or a couple of days and you get to see someone else's life, someone else's perspective, and you see from their side how life is like. And you go, oh, you know what? Maybe this is a good idea instead of like, doing it my way. I feel like being constantly open for new experiences is a good way for self-development because you're not fixed in your ways. Being fixed in your ways and being half, I guess we're all the same. We come from multiple cultures, right? And I guess we naturally had that inclination towards, being open anyway. But a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people are really fixed in their ways. They believe in their tribe and no one else. And that's kind of a dangerous way of thinking. And it can be self-detrimental in the long run.
Yeah.
It's
how societies get destroyed.
Yeah.
Countries.
Yeah. The
when you're
division.
so fixated on something.
Yeah. So, it's an interesting world, my friend.
It's an interesting world. So, let's talk about...
Okay. Let's last question. Or let's see how we go. What can you give us like 3 advice for the young generation who want to follow your footstep or in any industry?
This is kind of funny because I feel like it's imposter syndrome when I talk about stuff like follow my footsteps.
No,
But
in general.
in general. The advice I could give to someone younger is to have a lot of patience. It's been said a lot of times, but I don't know, there's this feeling that in your 20s, you just got to have fun and explore and try new things and be constantly open to like different people's perspectives, as I said before. Don't be fixated in your own beliefs. Know that you'll be, and also know that the person you are now is going to be a whole different person in 10 years. You're not going to be the same person. And just be open to trying everything, because that's the whole point of your 20s, is to like experiment and learn who you are. And then your 30s is to kind of fix it and solve it and structure your life, have fun and don't be stressed about stuff too much, because a lot of us tend to feel that we have to be successful straight away. And that's not true, because a lot of people who pretend they're successful. Not like real businessmen, the really, really rich people, they probably took years to get to where they are, or is inherited. But like if you're a really rich person who like got themselves in a level, you worked your ass off. You don't see
like
the hard stuff.
We came across like few people who are really rich. Took them like 20 years.
It takes decades.
15,
Decades,
20,
yeah. So remember, there's no get rich quick scheme, and if there is, it's probably bad for you.
Yeah, if it's too good to be true, it's not true.
Yeah. So
on the internet, on TikTok, if anything is too good to be true, it's not true. Don't waste your money.
Yeah, and definitely have patience. And in terms of content creation, if you want to be a content creator, if you want to make videos, which I think is a fantastic opportunity to network and also to grow yourself, don't just worry about like competing with the people that are doing this. Like, for example, if you want to become a fitness influencer, if you want to become a travel vlogger, you don't just have to follow the same format everyone else is following. Of course, you have to like adapt certain elements, like the thumbnail and title and whatnot, but try to be you, because no one can be you but you. So your little weird quirks and eccentricities, things that you like to do, which you think are boring, could be interesting to other people. So create content that you like for you, and of course apply certain rules and stuff like that YouTube have, but you don't have to follow everyone else's content. You can make your own original stuff if you really research and work hard on it.